Now, 800 CHAB presents Ask the Expert. Here's Rob Carnie.
Greg Marcyniuk, Heritage Insurance, on 800 CHAB's Ask the Expert today. Greg, today we're focused on being a good defensive driver. We hear it quite often, and it's so important. I know you think you're a good driver, but you got to watch out for the other motorists too, and that's what being a good defensive driver is all about.
That's right, and a lot of people really don't know what defensive driving means, and defensive driving allows drivers to anticipate dangerous situations by properly reacting to the actions of others and adverse driving conditions like we had a couple of weeks ago with a big snowstorm. And simply stated, he has to have constant alertness of illegal acts and driving errors of other drivers, and a willingness to take a timely adjustment in your own driving so that you can take actions which will not get you in an accident. And an understanding of anticipation and adjustments you may need to take in hazards presented by either unusual or changing conditions, such as light mechanical functioning of your vehicle, type of road surfaces and amount of traffic, and also your own physical condition and state of mind. So thorough knowledge of the rules of the road is definitely a big thing to do. The willingness to yield to the right of way to another driver whenever necessary to avoid an accident, and an attitude of confidence that can allow you to drive without ever having a preventable accident. So there's three basic steps to defensive driving, and number one, it's see the hazard when driving. Think about what is going to happen or what may happen as far ahead of encountering such a situation as possible. Number two is understanding the defense. Specific situations require specific ways of reacting. Become familiar with the unusual conditions that you may have to face and learn how to handle them, such as driving on ice, driving in snow, or when it's wet. The other thing, the biggest thing, is act in time. Once you've noted a hazard and understand the defense against it, act as soon as possible. Never take a wait-and-see attitude when you're driving. So the biggest thing is just remembering these three steps and keeping good driving techniques in mind. And drivers will learn to tailor their own driving behavior to the unexpected actions of others, drivers and pedestrians included. So great tips. Just take the time and learn these things. I know I've always tried to be as defensive as possible. I know I've avoided many accidents because I've been aware of the situations.
One of the first things I learned when I first started driving was to look both ways no matter what. Even if you've got the right of way at an intersection, you never know when somebody's going to run a red light or a stop sign. So it doesn't hurt to take your time and look, right?
Oh, that's right. And again, following the traffic rules. Like if it's an amber, I know a lot of people give me a hard time. I typically will stop because you never know what the other person is going to do. And again, I agree with you 100%, Rob. Look all the time. In fact, I sometimes look 3-4 times. Doesn't hurt, especially at a stop sign. So again, be defensive. Let's help prevent accidents and let's save a life.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, absolutely. You can find these tips on how to be a better defensive driver online.
That's correct. NoHassleInsurance.ca, or come on down the corner of Fairford and First. Talk to any of our fine people here.
This has been Ask the Expert on 800 CHAB.